UFC London is 1.5 months away from today. The rising UFC star from Britain, Paddy Pimblett, will be highlighted for UFC London. He will be facing Kazula Vargas on March 19. On the recent talk with UFC, Paddy Pimblett promised that he will deliver first round finish over Vergas at UFC London.
It's definitely going to be a first round finish. I can't see him lasting any more than 5 minutes for me, to be honest. Even though he's got good heart, he's got a good chin, he's resolute. But I showcased my striking in the last fight. I might have to showcase my grappling in this one. I'm going either first round submission or first round TKO off ground and pound.
Israel Adesanya and Whittaker will face off in the rematch for the title at UFC 271 on February 12. At UFC 243, Israel Adesanya uses unique skill to dismantle new former UFC middleweight champion Whittaker. He knocked out Whittaker at round number 2. Over the past 3 years, Whittaker has built himself back up to become title contender. Talking about UFC 243, Whittaker has blamed his ego for the loss.
That made it worse. And I think he even mentioned it, that my ego was something that got in, that affected me. And you know what? And as much as I don't want to acknowledge my opponent for insight, it's like my ego probably was a big thing. Well, it was a big part of why my headspace wasn't where it should have been for that fight. Why I was letting the debate between Australia and New Zealand get to me. Why I was letting all these little things get to me. And I guess it showed, the results of that showed in the way that I was behaving, in the way that I put the fight together, in the way that I was fighting in the moment. So, I've acknowledged all of that. And you can see, obviously, I've come to terms with a lot of that. And I'm a different fighter now than I was then.
Khabib Nurmagomedov has posted a new video with his coach Javier Mendez. Check this out.
Coach, you have to enjoy with every moment with me because very soon I'm gonna block you.
UFC President Dana White gave all the information about UFC Vegas 47. Check this out.
What's up, everybody? It is Fight Week live this Saturday night from the Apex here in Las Vegas. The main event, Strickland versus Hermansson. Number 6 versus number 7. Very important fight in the middleweight division. Strickland has never lost a fight since moving to middleweight, and Hermansson has fought all the best out there. These guys are probably one fight away after this fight from a title shot. A couple things I want to point out before we get started. The prelims start at 4 o'clock on the East Coast. The main card starts at 7 o'clock on the East Coast. The entire card is on ESPN+. A couple of fights you might not know about. Chidi Njokuani versus Marc-Andre Barrial. Recent Contender Series winner Chidi Njokuani finally makes his UFC debut. Chidi has a long history of being a world-class Muay Thai athlete, in addition to holding a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Chidi is extremely long, rangy, and has power in his hands and feet, which has led to 12 knockouts. He faces fellow striker Marc-Andre Barrial. Marc-Andre came in as a well-known prospect out of Canada and is working on his 3rd win in a row. He seems to have found his stride, and the heavy hitter is looking to continue his climb in the middleweight division. This is one of those sneaky cards that, you might not know a lot of the names, but these fights are badass, and this one right here is the one you want to look out for, ladies and gentlemen. Shavkat Rakhmonov and Carlston Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, Rakhmonov is 14-0, 7 submissions, 7 knockouts, 100% finish rate. He's going for his 4th win in the octagon. The numbers say it all. This guy is going to be a problem for the top 15 very soon if someone cannot figure out how to derail this guy. He's just too well-rounded. Harris, 17-4, 5 submissions, 5 knockouts. Harris got in the UFC while I was filming looking for a fight. There, he finished this tough Russian with a 17-1 record. Since then, he's had 2 fights with us, finishing both of them in the very first round. He is too tough to beat anywhere. This guy is super durable with big upside. If he can be the first man to beat Shavkat, do not miss this fight. It should be unbelievable. If you don't know, now you know.